staff, they rave about Harry Potter. They love it. But the honest truth is, when I read that first book, I was underwhelmed. Shh, we're in a library. Another week, and we're back. It's been a very, 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 very long week, but we've made it to Sunday yet again. And this week, I'm starting off my week's Monday and Friday rotation where I have Saturdays and Sundays off. No more Tuesday through Saturday. We're moving on. The weeks are here. I'm back with another review, a weekly update, a song of the week. So let's just get into it. Now, before I get into this book review, I would like to preface it by saying that my mom never let me read Harry Potter. She did not believe in it. She was not down for it. And even though the AR reading levels would have you skyrocketing on tests, I had to read little chapter books to just even equate to like the minimum value of one of those books. But she didn't care because that was not something she wanted me to read. And it's funny because when I started working in libraries, librarians and library staff, they rave about Harry Potter. They love it. But the honest truth is, when I read that first book, I was underwhelmed. And maybe because I'm not in that space that I was when I actually wanted to read it, and I haven't watched any of the movies. But I will say this, Blood at the Root would make me a believer. This is my Harry Potter now. This is what I needed, because Malik is a young black man who is going through it, honey, and is able to go to a magical HBCU, Cayman University. Like, this would have probably got me to a HBCU if this was written when I was younger. Like, if we had more books with more representation, like that they had back in the 90s and the 80s when it came to TV, when it was talking about like going to HBCUs and the love and the growth, but growing up in California, going to a PWI, there's nothing that could be said but that it's over. But this book right here kept me, like, there was a page and it was like, it's a whole bunch of niggatry in here. And I was just like, it is. It really is. But it fit everything. Like, spare the rod, spoil the child, and things that we know that are said in the black community were said in this book. And I was like, written for us, by us. And I feel like YA at the time of my growing up, so early 2000s to 2012, they weren't doing it like this. It was romance based. It was like small adventures. Like, yes, you had Divergent, and yes, you had Hunger Games, but none of them felt like that was me. And I enjoyed them, yes, but this, I will recommend this until the dogs come home. His experience going to the school, having his family, his made family, then finding family, just his overall journey and discovery of self and his powers. This is a must read in 2024. And they say that in June of 2025, the book 2 comes out because we're left with so many more unanswered questions. So yes, Blood at the Root, we thank you. Thank you. I appreciated the representation. I felt seen, and I feel like YA is doing this big one. It's getting out of hand. Like, the amount that we have accessible to us right now. This is like the perfect time to be a teen librarian because I'm getting to relive my youth. I have to read 10 YA, either fiction, nonfiction, graphic novels, or manga before June 2025. No, May. And I am fulfilled. So fulfilled. And after voting, my next read is going to be Where Sleeping Girls Lie. It better be good because everyone said it was. And a little wrap up of my month. I read 3 books. Got those out the way. I felt like it was a slower month because sometimes when my programming at the library is at a all-time high, so I'm doing more throughout the month, then I'll read a little less, and it seems like my 5 went down to 3, but I'll see it fluctuate as the year goes on. I'm excited. But yes, Color Television, Grown Women, and Blood at the Root. Ladarian Williams, we thank you for Blood at the Root, because that was my top read of the month. And then Grown Women was next, and then Color Television was good. I ranked them based on me like reading them again. I'm going to own Blood at the Root, and I might actually buy Grown Women just because I like the generational story of it all. But as far as, yes, next week I will have a review for Where Sleeping Girls Lie. And then as far as a weekly update, it's been very calm other than my weeks shifting, just doing morning gym now and having my afternoons and like my evenings at home. So it's been very nice. And I see where they say like, you really start your morning in the gym. Like my days be going now. And this is our last week before the time change. So just getting prepared to lose an hour of sleep. And yeah. So that's pretty much all I had to say. A very short video today. Song of the week is Messy. Because I can't get it out of my head and because I'm too messy. And I don't want to get copyrighted, so I can't sing it. But song is good. And yes, it's been on repeat. You ever have a song where you just can't get it out of your head? Constant rotation, it's been on it. I'll add that in here. Next week, I plan on going to a library to film it in the Bay Area, so stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for my next book review, and I appreciate y'all for being here. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Have a good week, y'all. Peace and love. Bye, y'all.